Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Wasteland 3. So, I haven't quite restarted the battle yet. I was looting the safe again, because the autosave is right before we looted anything in this room apparently. And this time the loot came up different. It seems like the containers in the game just have like a tier of stuff in them, not particular things. So this time it came up with a heavy machine gun instead of a rocket launcher. I think this was a rocket launcher last time, right? And honestly, it looks pretty good. It looks like a pretty good weapon. I'm pretty sure we have Big Guns 5 on brass, right? Let's see here. Yeah, we totally do. Okay, so this is still like that really old heavy machine gun. We got this a long-ass time ago. So, yep, pretty considerably better. It is worth noting that it costs 7 AP to fire, which means that Rally will no longer give her 2 shots. And that's a pretty significant difference. But it has 14 more penetration, and of course, a considerable amount more damage, almost double the damage. I think we're gonna go ahead and equip that. It's using the same kind of ammo, right? Is she still? Yeah, it's a little. All right, we're gonna have to get more 7.62. It's not a big deal. That is a thing that can happen. Okay, did we notice this stack of books before? I don't think I did. Oh, hey, a first aid book. That's pretty handy. Where's Ringer's first aid at? It's high, I know that. It's not as high as I thought I remembered, but okay. Now we have a way to get it up to the top. What is the perk that is at the top? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Reviving allies has a chance of buffing them. Also, fine depending on what the buff is. Alright, let's try this again. Hopefully it'll go a little bit better. This time we do at least know ahead of time that the frogs have considerable attack range. So, how do we want to engage? How does that change our engagement plan? Also, why don't they care about the provost? I kind of think we're going to push. Let's just have the whole group push over here. And that way we'll have a little bit of cover from the frogs down on the ground, and hopefully this is enough of a elevation to grant high ground bonuses. So let's let this guy hop down one more time, and then we're gonna run at him, and we're gonna give him one of these before we get noticed. Yo, what on earth is Quan doing? I clicked, for clarity, I clicked here. You all saw that, which caused Skelly to run to there, apparently. Not something I even noticed, and Quan to run to here. It's like, if you wanted to build a game that didn't work, you would have a hard time doing a better job than the people who made this one. Alright, I'm going to move Skelly back in here in the hopes that she will actually get rallied by the rally, and we are definitely doing a rally. It did not reach Quan. Quan is definitely close enough to Jim to have been rallied. We have seen people get rallied at this distance before. It's very inconsistent, and of course it does not explain how it works at all, so who knows? Who knows when things are going to happen? And the worst part of it is, Brass has 6 AP for some reason, which isn't even enough to fire her new gun. Alright, she has 6 AP because she opened. That's right. This time, for a change, it actually makes sense. The biggest problem with this game is if something doesn't behave according to the way you expect it to behave, it could totally just be a bug. You have no idea if you're misunderstanding the mechanics. Alright, could really use those extra AP. I guess let's just blast the glowhopper twice, or maybe it's like blast the glowhopper once and then crossbow and run. Yeah, maybe. Also, I'm a little surprised to see Ringer still equipped with the Jawbreakers. Do we have the Cestus? I guess I had decided to equip the Cestus at some point after the autosave. Oh well, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I think Quan probably has to move, so let's do this. And this. And then Oh wow, I really can't get anywhere, can I? That being the case, maybe I just... Apparently Quan's going down. The AI decided that he would run to a place where he was definitely going to die, and so, he is definitely going to die. We have been given no choice here. Lucia's gotta get this dude. I mean, can I just hit him from here? Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna stand and deliver. We can blow up this guy and then worry about all the other stuff later. Alright, she'll get strike next turn. That's pretty good. Doesn't really feel significant. We move forward to here. Of course, the clone has taken up the available cover position that would be useful to us. It's never clear to me who's going to take friendly fire damage, because ostensibly we have no friendly fire, but it is definitely the case that some things that are on our team take friendly fire damage. The Ice Hoppers take a huge fire damage bonus, which is not a huge surprise. They probably don't much like being on fire either, is my guess. Alright, Jim can't see that guy, so he also can't move up here. I do wish that if you were mousing over a location where you can't get to, I wish it would tell you how many AP it does take to get there, just so you could have that information for planning your next turn's moves. And then Ringer, you hold on just a damn minute here. Oh, you know what? This is still absolutely worth doing. Let's go ahead and throw this thing out like here. That'll create a nice distraction. Alright, and now Ringer runs up, and I guess we're just fishing for stuns, really? Yeah, just do this. Alright, well, no free stun. So we'll just come down here and do this thing. That feels like it's going to be pretty useful, right? Alright, the Slicer Dicer is capable of doing a considerable amount of damage as long as it doesn't go for that coolant blast. Ah, that Clone Punch was actually pretty solid. I mean, crits in this game, I don't know if it's that they completely ignore armor. It seems like they might, based on the behaviors we have seen. Okay, the Provost is going to take the high position. You know what? If he's gonna do that every turn, I'm actually fine with him having it. Alright, this looks like it's not going to damage the bot. Oof, bad shooting. That's what they call her. Bad shooting Skelly. Alright, we're actually going to get that guy pretty soon, which I am basically overjoyed about. Ooh, solid crit. I'm going to have Ringer 296. Do I think we can get there on 296? Probably not. He probably needs a little bit more of a push. Let's hit him once with the SMG. Let's see if that pushes him to a place where I think we can... Yeah, I bet we can get him from there. So 25... 28... Shaolin Surprise is 10 damage per pair of... Or no, sorry, for every one combo meter built up. Let's do one more and then the Shaolin Surprise. I think we're capped at 5 combo points right now anyway, right? Okay. Works for me. Ringer's tough. He doesn't care. I was hoping for that lucky stun on that one. Alright. So then Quan can... Honestly, probably just ignore this guy, but maybe I take him out. My guess is that the Slicer will get him if I don't, but maybe we want the Slicer to be freed up to attack these ones. Yeah. Hey, let's see if we can put this guy away. So Lucia is not very good at fighting the ice enemies We probably want her to run up. Does this have cover? It is not showing a cover symbol. I don't want to be super lickable. Yeah, I guess it's because this, like, if this space provides cover, if we could move here, we'd be okay. Also, apparently, some kind of pamphlet. Interesting. I'm going to have her just commit really deep here and hope that they don't come after her, and she's going to try to take out the spiny hopper. My guess is, if we can kill this thing, there's a good chance the slicer just runs over there and remains their sole target. And I do believe we should be able to get that guy. Actually, this might be a good time for a rocket. Yeah, see, like here, we can damage the slicer dicer. Okay. It's a pretty good start. Oh, she doesn't have line of sight? She has line of sight from the tiles around her, but sadly she does not have the movement to do the whole thing we would want her to do. It's weird that she has vision from here, completely through all this cover, but not from here, where she should have vision. Huh. Well, move to right here, and then just hold AP, I guess. Interesting. Apparently that costs a lot of action points to do. Alright, well, keeping the ice guy near Lucia, or keeping the spiny guy near Lucia is all that we really needed. Ringer's in good position to get Quan back up if we want to. We probably want to, right? Although, just punching this thing to death is also a relatively high priority. Almost. I figured with that many punches we have like a reasonable chance of landing a stun, but no dice. Alright, let's get Lucia's turn going. So how many action points do we have to spend? Just one. Yeah, I dislike this obviously because Lucia is incredibly fragile, and if this thing decides to turn around and eat her, she will get et. But I definitely want to have as many shots as possible. Oh hey, she got lucky actioned. So we can run back into cover after this. Right in his massive head. Wow. Yeah, solid. And just can't get back behind the cover. Okay, so Skelly might be able to finish this guy off. Can we get better than 62? If I move, it is going to cost me a shot, though. I'm just going to take the 2 shots instead of moving. Ah, you're killing me. Oh, that's not what I meant to... It should ask if you're sure before shooting at a friendly. It worked out, but that's not ideal. Only a 59, huh? We still need to get more big gun skill, clearly. Cover would help a little bit, but I think I'd rather get closer so that I'm a threat to the other guy as well. And we'll just take the bad shot. Okay, on this guy, the frost attack is fine. Oof. Oh no, my cyborg. It's a lot of damage over time effects there. Why would that be your action? Why would you run all the way over here to attack once and then just run back? Who can fathom the mind of a cyborg chicken? Alright. Brass, what do you got? There we go. We get to cover and get that 10% cover bonus. I'm not going to spend Torrent Strike on a single enemy. Lucia's not really super relevant here. We may as well get Quan up. The frog tongued him in the eye, apparently. That sounds like an unpleasant experience. Come on, crit. Oh, you know what? That'll do. He builds up his strikes pretty fast, too. There's a lot to be said for low AP attacks. Why don't you reload? And then, I guess... let's run over here and shotgun him. We have no shortage of Skelly's ammo, so may as well just keep shooting. Do you have that? Somehow you do. Alright, so we got a couple of strikes built up for the beginning of the next combat, which seems pretty good. And hardly anybody died. Barely anyone. Our cyborg chicken might die of poison and radiation. So, a bunch of various toad parts. This muscle tissue, slightly more valuable than most junk. My guess is, yeah, we're probably not going to find anything actually interesting here. I'm assuming the actuator came from our drone. Alright, what's the deal with this? A bunker pamphlet, made of glossy, heavy paper. This ancient brochure is faded and flecked with mold. I mean, my guess is it's going to be a brochure, or a pamphlet for this bunker, so probably not like a lot of useful information. Live like there's no tomorrow. When disaster strikes, the Executive Series Bunker by Best Bunker provides the ultimate in safety, security, and comfort for you and your loved ones. Prepared for the worst. Encased in a layered shell of proprietary alloys and ceramic fill for impact-proof, radiation-proof, hermetically sealed underground living. All the comforts of home. The world won't rebuild itself overnight, so the Executive Series is designed for long-term lifestyle. Features fully furnished rooms, state-of-the-art generators, water recycling, color videos of every major motion picture released between 1950 to 1991, and carpets. It's the big step up they have over their competitors. Built to thrive. Canned peaches. You're better than that. Enjoy fresh produce from your very own hydroponics bay. Then indulge in a variety of gourmet pre-packaged meals. Contact your local Best Bunker representative today for a free consultation. Best Bunker, for the rest of your life. That's a very ominous catchphrase and doesn't necessarily speak very highly of the security features of this particular bunker. I think the cestus over this is right, although, like I'm saying, you know, the fact that this only costs 2 AP to swing is a pretty big advantage. Let's just make sure we make that change now before I forget. And then there's some soured provisions over here. Waterlogged and sour smelling. These provisions are a century beyond their sell date. Alright, show me some excellent grenades. It's a single cryo grenade. Okay, I mean, listen, AP reduction on enemies is not... it is far from valueless. Got ourselves a 5 small arms semi-auto pistol. I mean, that seems pretty good. Something's chewed through these wires. Maybe it didn't mind the shock. Maybe the toad's got a cooked meal. I'm a little worried about all of us standing here in this water. I guess if anything untoward was going to occur, it would have occurred by now. Alright, I think that means we're done with the bunker. Obviously, like, I wasn't expecting to get anything of value from fighting the toads. I figured it was mostly just, like, XP. But I'll take it. Alright, what do you think the odds are that there's going to be 100 of the Patriarch's men waiting to arrest us when we go back upstairs? Hey there! I just, like, ran right into him, and he didn't react at all, so I thought he was going to talk to us. Because why on earth would he not... okay. The stealth systems of the game work just rarely enough for me to give them very little regard. Okay, so Lucia went down instantly because Lucia has no HP. Ringer, could you fix that? She's important to the combat plan. Let's throw up a quick rally. And then, you think I'm far enough away from that explosive barrel for it to be a smart move to shoot the thing? I mean, let's put one in this guy's head first. Okay, maybe we don't even need to worry about it. So Quan is going to have Torrent Strike after his next attack. But we're not really dealing with enough enemies for that to be super relevant. None of this stuff provides cover, so I'm not having a hard time getting my bonuses. Yeah, we're going to press up against something over here. I guess this is an okay way to do this. I think I am just going to shoot him in the back. Rather than detonating that and potentially killing the clone. Does Torrent Strike... It doesn't actually say how much ammo it spends. It actually has a pretty long cone. I wonder if we could, in fact... Wonder if we could get into a place where I could hit both of them with it. And now it's a long cone, but it's kind of a narrow one. You know what? All I need to do is move over a little bit. Nope, that guy's just ungettable. Okay, that's fine. We'll do this. Presumably his cover is too good. Can I really not move into... Yep, stops one short of giving me cover from any direction. Man, our hit chances are so bad. Even things that should be like really easy, obvious shots, I feel like. We just have such bad aim. Is that 4 AP? Yeah, okay. Well then, I guess we're just preparing. So now that Skelly's out of the way... Nope. Nope, we still can't. Well... 5 AP to move here, so we could punch this guy once. I think I'm going to do that. I'm gonna pressure the marksman. We have lots of people who can do damage to the other one. Alright, didn't get the lucky bleed, but still, he is on notice now. I assume he is concerned. So we can move you as much as 2 AP forward without losing a shot. Oh, you're still alive, somehow. Remarkably. Oh, I have the wrong gun equipped. Okay, very little respect for Ringer's offensive capability. Well, let's start with a lot of punching. Really just a terribly embarrassing showing. 82% hit chance, misses 2 out of 3 shots. That's a 5? Really? The best we can get is 21%. Huh. Okay, well, I guess you don't do stuff. You just sit and wait. Yeah, this guy's just impossible to hit. I wish that it were a little... I think it would help if it were a little clearer as to like what all the modifiers are. Because it doesn't look to me like... This being a 52% doesn't make any sense at all. But I'm assuming there's a good mechanical reason. And if it showed me a breakdown of what all the effects are or something, then we could at least, like, learn for next time. Alright, I'm definitely closer to the saw pup than I ought to be. But see, like, it's wild that this is a 52 and this is a 56, despite the fact that from here it should have partial cover from the rack. And then my actual hit chance isn't even what it said it would be, because who knows why. Because the game does not feel it is important to report truthful information in its various tooltips and whatnot. So maybe it wouldn't help if it was showing us breakdowns of the percentages. There we go. I thought the whole point of that encounter we had in the hallway was that they ran away because they didn't want to fight us. What happened to that? Alright, romancing the ghost, and yeah, med hypo's good. We could use some more medical supplies. We do tend to tear through them pretty quickly. And we've already looted out this room. That's not what I meant. I meant this. There we go. Alright, I guess let's... Do we want to heal up? If we're not going to get ambushed up top... I guess we're getting ambushed right here. I was going to say we could just go back to base and not spend the healing supplies. Honestly, I think we're probably fine. I'm not going to spend the healing supplies. I am going to have Quan open up this fight because I think we want... This seems like a good opportunity for Brass's Torrent, right? So let's just make sure everybody's kind of close and in kind of the right positions. Ringer and Brass can stand pretty much up front. They are the wall. Okay, Quan, shoot somebody. How about... what is your deal? You are a marksman, gunslinger. This is real, like a weird, haphazard layout, right? Yes, the marksmen are just impossible to hit. They just have a huge hit chance reduction on them, even when they're sitting out in the open. That's a weird design. You would think that for like a sniper guy, to encourage players to actually figure out a way to deal with them via tactics, you would want them to be vulnerable if you get a good shot at them, but then have a good like cover bonus or something. Very strange choices. I guess let's just shoot this way. These are the guys we're gonna spray Brass's torrent strike into. Did he literally just not fire? Yeah, he didn't fire. It didn't spend any AP. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. It didn't spend any AP, so we can just do it on our turn. But why is that the way it worked?
A penny is too much for your thoughts.
Get him, Jim. You show him who's boss. I'm assuming... Oh, interesting. Suppressing fire's AP cost does not scale with your weapon. So that's actually pretty compelling. That'd be a good thing to do here now. I guess let's start with that. Right, it does, yeah, plus 300% damage versus the demoralized. The damage estimation, subtly incorrect. Alright, that was pretty good. I wonder why it shows you the damage, like the estimation values that it does when they're always wrong. You can get used to it, but it's weird that you have to. I guess... Oh no, never mind. I was going to say maybe it would have been better to have Jim do that, but that's right. We spent all of Jim's AP already. Alright, so Lucia should probably take up some cover. I mean, do I have a shot right now? I do, remarkably. 64%. I'm just going to shoot him a bunch. I'd rather get the extra shot than the one fewer but slightly better shots. I don't think we have to spend her strike. I think we can bank that. Alright, so Skelly should be able to finish you off quite easily. This might actually just be a flamethrower situation. I do love to get her doing flame damage. We definitely need to... It's something we need to get better at, though. And then you're in everybody's way. Please move aside. Okay, Quan, just spray.
That was a learning experience.
easy enough. A little bit expensive in terms of ammunition, but overall not a bad combat. Some shotgun shells, some garbage, injury kit. Okay, energy cells are nice. Where are we at on 7.62? We do not even have enough for a full magazine anymore. Okay, well, a problem to be resolved in the near term. Yeah, it makes that that moment where they recognized us and ran away because they are so scared of the Desert Rangers really ring pretty hollow when there are 2 more encounters that did not run away. And in fact, it kind of makes me wonder if that guy running away from us had any mechanical effect at all. It felt cool in the moment until we realized what was going on, so that's worth something. It's gotta be the case that people are gonna react to us having gone down there, right? Because we opened that thing up in broad daylight, we were definitely seen.
Breaker 19, this is Dead Red calling those November Cowboys one more time. Heard you met Ironclad Cordite.
I would love to know how you heard that. How did you hear that, exactly?
Oh, well, I've got friends all over, and they've all got good eyes.
No, you don't. Liar. Yeah, we met Cordite alright. He was locked up in that bunker, just like you said.
So now that you've talked to Cordite, you know what the Patriarch is really like, right?
I mean, we always suspected. Let's see. This is an interesting point to raise. I would like to try to get her to give us some more information about what's going on with her, and this might lead in that direction. This Cordite opened our eyes to the Patriarch's bad side, makes us sound like idiots. Like we couldn't have figured out that something was going on here. I'm gonna say this first thing. Yeah, we talked to a criminal with a grudge. How are we supposed to know we can trust his opinion any more than we can trust yours?
Well, I guess you gotta make up your own mind. I just wanted you to know that the way the Patriarch tells the story ain't the only way there is to tell it. Is he with you now?
Why is Cordite so important to you?
Let's just say there are places where our hopes for the future overlap. Now, do you have him or not?
No. You gotta tell us a little bit more here.
Sorry, Cowboys. Not till I can trust you a little bit more. Now, don't keep me in suspense. Is he with you?
This would be the part where, if I were in full control, I would simply turn off the radio. I wouldn't even answer. No, he died in the fight, on account of all that yelling he was doing.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. He could have been useful down the road. I guess we'll have to recalibrate a bit. At least the Patriarch doesn't have him anymore. So there is a bright side. Sorta. Thanks for trying. In the meantime, we're all for you helping the Patriarch collar his kids. Can't have a bunch of rabid animals running around loose, can we? Although, I guess he wants you to bring them back alive. We don't care so much about their condition. Fact is, Colorado will be a whole lot safer without him. The Patriarch's heirs will always have a claim on this land, and from what I hear, they're even worse than Buchanan himself. Anyhow, I'll be in touch. Dead Red, over and out.
And all the guards and stuff are 100% fine with us having gone down there. Okay. Whatever, works for me. Back to HQ. We got stuff to do. I will say that, like, I was a little pleased with the way the Patriarch was being portrayed early on, because I thought they were at least going a little bit subtle with his evil. Like, he's an unsettling figure, but you can't 100% tell if he's just projecting a semi-evil image or if he is actually evil. And then, I mean, like, the stocks obviously make it pretty clear. But this thing that we just did is sort of a clumsy, like, no, don't you get it? He really is a real bad guy. And I wish that they didn't do that. You know, I wish they didn't feel the need to clarify it for a 4th time. It feels a little disrespectful to our intelligence, frankly. And maybe this Angel of Death stuff is going somewhere, but my faith in that is limited somewhat by the way that it began. I guess we'll find out, maybe. Really? Again?
Red hats! Is this thing on? This is Charlie Knows!
Yeah, we read you, Charlie.
Glad I got a hold of you, Red Hat friends. Your old friend Charlie is at it again. I found a way to increase our fortunes. How does that sound? Over!
Yeah, fortunes sound great. Could you please stop yelling into the radio?
Ha-ha! Ha-ha! I knew you'd be up for this. Charlie knows you visited the bazaar, and you know how important it is to trade in Colorado. And more importantly, how wealthy it is. Problem is, the monster army holding it is weak. Without your help, they'd already be gone. But sooner or later, someone is gonna wipe them out. So why not make it a cartel stronghold? With your help, it'll be easy, and you'll be well compensated for your contribution.
Charlie's key card is probably just for opening stuff in the back of the casino, maybe? Why would we trust you?
Why wouldn't you? I dealt straight with you so far, right? Didn't I tell you the truth about McTavish? Don't I always tell you the truth? Come on, Red Hats, it's me, your old buddy Charlie.
Yeah, I don't trust Charlie at all. And I think I kind of like the Monster Army. I mean, obviously, there's some issues with their past, but that was under old leadership. New guy seems alright. That's not gonna happen.
Really now, Red Hats? What's the point of saying no to such a lucrative proposition? Here's what I'll do. I'll give you some time to think about it. When you inevitably come to the conclusion that the answer should have been yes, you can find us in a hideout near the old parking lot, outside the bazaar. We'll be waiting.
Right, I don't think I want the cartel in charge of that. That's probably not better for... It's probably not better for me, and it's probably not generally better for the people of this area. I think that the Monster Army is probably a more positive force. We could tip off Flab the Impaler. We could also just go to that parking lot and, you know, do the thing that I'm sure we will be asked to do after we tip off Flab. But talking to Charlie does remind me that there's stuff in the back of that casino that we could not interact with before that we should be able to interact with now. I don't remember exactly what the level of... I think there was some of those cell doors were lockpicking challenges, right? We have lockpick 9 now, so I have to imagine we'd be able to figure that out. Unfortunately, there's a couple of loading screens now between us and the backside of the casino. And given how long these are, despite the fact that this game is on an SSD, I'm a little leery of spending the effort to go over there. Especially since it's probably not going to be anything significant. Alright, there's some people waiting for us, right? A woman stands like a queen among a gang of hard men. That's a little more information about them than I needed. She gives you a sleepy, dangerous smile. Both of those things at the same time, huh?
Peace, strangers. We all know both sides are armed and lethal, so why don't we just skip the posturing and get to business, huh? A girl I own ran away recently, and it's proving harder than expected to track her down. She seems to sense us when we get too close.
I would love it if the dialogue audio in this game were more normalized. Why is she half the volume of everyone else? The really frustrating thing is, it seems to be often this stuff that's quiet, and then the ambient, like when you're walking past the news crier dialogue that is much louder. That's exactly the opposite of the way that ought to be.
You, on the other hand, should never suspect. Hell with your reputation for rescuing little lost lambs, she might even seek you out. So, what you say, Want to find her for us?
I do definitely want to find her. Yeah, what's the girl's name?
Ellie. No. Hallie, I think. Anyway, her new owner will rename her. What's important is her description. Early 20s, blonde, shapely, skin like a princess. You'll know her when you see her, I promise you. She'll make your little hearts go Peter-pat.
Okay, well, Brass is a robot, so she probably has a heart made of tin. And what's in it for us?
We shouldn't be condoning something like this.
Juan, shut up.
It is. I promise you. You know the sealed rooms in your base? Bet you're curious what's inside them. Bueno, I'll tell you for free. It's old world tech. The kind people waged wars for. And I know the codes. In the name of good faith, I'll give you one now. 900-909-3500. Test if you like. I'll wait. You'll get the second code. The one that gets you into the room with the even better goodies. When you bring me my lost little lamb.
How exactly do you know about these sealed rooms?
Used to stay here all the time before we moved east. Had plenty of time to explore all its nooks and crannies. Hey, don't worry. No hard feelings about you taking it over. We like our new home on the plains. Those warlords have a lot of money to spend.
Alright, we'll go look for the girl.
Gracias, friends. Send her here once you find her. Tell her you found her mama and she's waiting for her. We'll take care of the rest.
Send her here? Like, I'm gonna tell her, hey, go back to the slavers, and she's going to do that? Isn't the sensible thing to ask me to do to bring her myself? I mean, look, obviously.
I know. She's still somewhere in Colorado.
Okay, Colorado Springs. Stop talking. Obviously, we're just gonna kill them all, right? No two ways about that. I would love to see if we can figure out a way to get the other code or codes out of them, but, I mean, at this point, I would hope everybody knows that we are going to reduce the slavers to a stain.
Please, Miss Hackett. There's no reason to get so angry. The hell there isn't! My people didn't start that fight. One of your rangers started it, and now you're telling me we gotta be the ones to give up our space? I'm just saying. Oh, Team November, I'm glad you're here. There was an altercation in the barracks.
An altercation?
Nothing serious. No one was hurt. Some harsh words and a shove. Sergeant Greatsky's already put the recruit on latrine duty. A fair punishment.
Yeah, I feel like I should be the one to decide that.
Yeah, well, this isn't the first time your recruits have had harsh words for us Rangers. You need to get your people under control.
Greatsky's recruitment efforts have gone well, and HQ is filling up. More new Rangers every day, which is great for our mission, but it also means we're running out of beds in the barracks. Rangers are having to sleep in shifts. This is leading to friction with Miss Hackett's people, who, as you know, were there first. Some of the new Rangers don't understand this, and they think of them as, well, freeloaders.
I'm a little... Do we need to be recruiting new people every day? It kind of seems like the 6 of us are able to handle the entirety of Colorado, and then we need, what, a half dozen back here, maybe?
Usually, it's just snide comments. But today, one of yours started shouting that we should be thrown out of our home before trying to pull Davy off his cot.
Which is completely unacceptable behavior. Unfortunately, the problem's not going to go away if we ignore it. We need a solution before things explode.
What is happening with this dude? Are we going to talk about this Nightwing-ass motherfucker that's just walking? Nobody else sees that. Okay. Alright, so, okay, this wasn't the first incident?
There've been plenty. Most of your Rangers are alright with us, but there's more than a few who ain't. calling us names as they walk past, or telling us we're on borrowed time here, in our own home.
Miss Hackett, I'm embarrassed. Part of the oath we take as Rangers is to protect the downtrodden. It hurts to hear that our recruits are failing to live up to that oath. Something must be done.
Yeah? Well, we're waiting.
We gotta get a handle on this one way or the other. Enough chaos going on outside the base. Don't need it when we get home, too.
Alright, well, any suggestions?
Well, the warden here suggested we move into the brig. I suggested she shove that idea up her ass and leave us be. We were here first. We don't take up much space, and you said the barracks were ours when you first showed up.
But things have changed since then, and they're not going to change back. If we're going to live side by side, we both have to be flexible.
I feel like they absolutely could change back. We could just staff down. It sounds like we have over-recruited for no real reason.
Shoot.
Alright, what are my options here? I mean, obviously, first of all, I want to be a person who sticks to my deal. And also, Dell is 100% right here. Rangers who have a problem with that will be disciplined. Adjustments have to be made, so we're shoving you in the brig. Obviously, that's not okay. And this is triply not okay. We're doing the top one.
You're siding with us? Wow. Thank you, Rangers.
The honorable choice, Team November. But it won't lessen the friction. I'm afraid we'll pay for this later.
For real, just scale down. Stop recruiting people. Let some people... Why is the obvious and, like, only sensible option not a thing that I have the choice of?
Rangers.
Very frustrating. This is like a completely artificial problem.
Don't worry about not arresting Brygo. We can pick him up anytime we need to.
For real, what is your deal? You'd expect a guy who looks like this to be somebody you can at least recruit, right? Alright, well, let's go talk to the doctor, then we got some level ups to spend, and then we'll... Oh, let's handle this first.
Remember that day we took the General Duke out and did donuts in old man Hutchins' carrot patch?
Boy, do I.
Yes, indeed. I regret that to this day. We ruined his harvest and put a dent in his chicken coop besides.
Yeah, that was irresponsible of us. Mama was ever so mad.
Fun is fun, but not at the expense of somebody else's property.
Hey, look at you guys all defying the stereotype.
Forgive us.
You didn't hear. He died.
This place poor man. I guess I'll make my amends to him in heaven.
Amen.
I guess we talk to Bobby?
Hey now, Rangers. It's good to see you. Y'all got a nice place here.
Yeah, how you boys settling in?
Can't complain. There's a lot of space here. Lots of room for growth. If we work at it, this is gonna be one hell of a place. Might even be able to build some lofted bedrooms over the garage. Move Mama over here. We'll see.
Yeah, that's fine to me. What are you up to right now?
Just setting up right now. I hope you don't mind the fact that we've added our own little touches to the place.
I mean, listen, it's garish, but we all got our foibles. We're looking to buy something.
Sure.
And hopefully you have the thing that we need. Because otherwise, I don't know where to get it. Is this what we want? Radiation resistance level 2. This is, in fact, what we want. Well, first of all, sell junk. Secondly, we have an awful lot of armor that we could part with, although it looks like most of it's not really worth anything. Alright, what else you got? A hex turret. 30 shots. Unfortunately, it will not allow me to compare that to the weapon currently on the vehicle for some reason. So the Defender is 300 con, 25% world map speed. Yeah, I mean, we definitely just want to go all the way up, right? And then what else we got here? The Helix turret is 16 to 21, 30 times. Got some armor for the thing. Okay, 16 to 21, 30 times. How does that compare to the current clown gun? Because you know I'm eager to replace this clown gun. No, wait, sorry, I gotta talk to you, right?
That Valor kid doesn't sound
Oh,
much
no, it's
more
this.
stable than his
There we go.
brother.
Okay, so it is an upgrade. It is an upgrade. We can unequip the clown gun usefully as soon as we can get that thing. No, sorry, chassis. Give me this. How different does that actually... Okay, the appearance does not change all that much. We only have the one mortar. Yeah, we don't really have that many upgrades here. So right now we got the disco bot. I mean, I am inclined to keep using the disco bot, although this dragon is pretty solid. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, how much was that gun? I mean, I'm sure it's more than we can afford at the moment.
If there's something you need, you come to me. Well, sure.
The gun was... $441. That's actually not that bad. Did they change the amount guns sell for? Because I don't think we've taken on any extra points of barter. Barter bonus plus 100%. Wait a second. Did we take some extra... We've had the same people in our party forever, and I've put no skill points into barter. I think Lucia's barter, too, is everything. Huh, maybe... The last time we tried to sell guns, it really seemed like it was going to be better for us to just dismantle them. Maybe they changed barter? There have been a couple of patches. Anyway, are we just saving for small arms for her? We don't have a small arms book, I know that. I would very much like a small arms book, but we do not have one. So, do we want to just buy that point the old-fashioned way, or do we want to, like, we probably don't want to push weapon modding on her because we could push it on Skelly instead, although I suppose Skelly has enough other things that she's doing that maybe that's not a reasonable plan anymore. That's right, I don't care about this. You know what? 9 small guns is fine for now. Let's push survival. I kind of want that 10 survival point perk. I remember that. I'll get you this. And then... Skelly has 3 skill points, and we're just waiting on that, I think, because I want to get... Yeah, I want to max out Toaster Repair on her. And we'll grab... I kind of want to grab Awareness. It is only 1 more hit chance, 1% more hit chance, but man, it feels like her hit chance is so bad. Maybe we should push Luck instead, and like, I don't know what to do with her. It feels bad to just be pushing everybody up Awareness, but it seems like it's real important. So you have 6 skill points now, and I kind of want to just keep shoving Brawling up on him, right? We do have a Brawling book, so next level we will probably have enough skill points to do that. And I'm gonna push Intelligence on him again. Or you know what? I don't know if that really needs a confirmation. We were going Coordination on him. Yeah, let's max out his AP. If we're trying to get the thing that gives him cheaper attacks, right? Just like really maximize his attacks per turn, I feel like is a pretty strong play. And then I think you just have like a little bit of resources left over that we're saving, yeah, to push mechanics up. Yep, okay. To the doctor. Or I guess, do we want to try to sell stuff here?
Start something with those refugees. I'm taking the refugees' side. Well, sure.
Well, I already did that, Bobby, so maybe you don't say that to me in such a menacing tone of voice. Kind of feels like we're on the same team on this one. So I guess let's... The armor is worthless. The guns are actually worth something now. But there's also nothing we can do with the armor except sell it. So we definitely don't need these. We definitely don't need these. You know, it's like it adds up eventually. Yeah, we don't need any of this stuff. We're certainly not going to use Scout Pants ever again. This trooper armor should probably be equipped on somebody. I'll figure that out. And then, do I want to break some of this stuff down, or do I mean, I kind of want to make this happen right now, so we don't have to remember to come back later. And it seems like the guns are actually going to sell at an okay price. Yeah, alright. Probably want to hold on to the stuff that seems kind of rare. We're unlikely to need 2 pulse guns, though. Hell, we're somewhat unlikely to need 1 pulse gun. Alright, and then this RPG-7 is just a bad rocket launcher. Okay, give me that Helix turret. Let's go get that installed and then get out of here. Yeah, man. That does seem like a pretty significant upgrade. I guess it's 50% more AP to fire it. But I mean, that seems fair. It's like 50% more AP, or it's 50% more bullets, so. Also, they have restocked the garage a little bit, so we should probably go ahead and steal all the stuff they put in it. Give your car the treatment it deserves with the greatest product to come out of a Carolina. Guaranteed to get your car looking sparkling clean while protecting it from the elements. We'll also ensure you'll be able to smoothly slide across the hood of your getaway vehicle while fleeing the long arm of Johnny Law. You want to be careful there. Overwaxing can lead to some different problems. Some problems of its own. Did they put anything else in here? Oh, there's a container down there. Listen, if they didn't want us to have this stuff, they wouldn't have left it unattended. It's good we can rebuild our supply of cash a little bit. Okay.
That Reed kid's the one who helped the Dorseys get into the city, right? So he's responsible for all those butchered people I was patching up. Maybe he should have an accident in his cell.
Listen, I'm not saying that you're wrong that he should die, but please don't do it until we make a decision.
What do you need, Rangers?
I would love to be patched up.
Of course, no sense in bleeding all over the place. Have a seat.
Alright, and then we're gonna try that code.
I don't mind not having to clean and suture a festering wound.
Can I not? It clicked. Somebody's... Okay, there we go. The door guarding this vault is enormous and recessed into the walls, etc. Enter the number. The door begins to slide open. Well, let us see what is down here. Nothing. Nothing. That particular code, not super valuable. PDA that gives plus nerd stuff. That's cool. And slightly better quality of armor. Okay. I'll take that. That's fun. So we can see that there's a couple of weapon crates. There's also a larger area down here. It looks like the room behind this has walls on all of the other sides. But there's obviously more stuff down here. I wonder how this is accessed. Like, you can see on the map an indication of the spaces a little bit. Huh. There's like a weird seam up here. Yeah, I don't know. Well, in any case, like I said, we're obviously not engaging in any slaving here. But I would like to go find that girl and do what we can to make sure she is safe. And then... I don't know. If she wants to come back with us and watch La Perla die, I guess we could do that. I don't think there's a whole lot else that we need to do here personally, except it would probably be a good idea to buy some ammo, I suppose. Oh, right, our museum.
Time to make this place shine. Grab a mop and let's get to work.
A mop?
Yeah, that's not really my...
I'm a ranger.
You're a ranger who was assigned to me. Get going.
Join the Rangers, they said. A life of adventure, they said. Nuts.
Prasad Memorial, which has a status effect. I'm assuming that a status effect is a hologram. A memorial plaque is fixed to the base of the holographic projector. Can I read it? No, I'm not allowed to. I mean, we know approximately what it would say, I suppose. Here we have a model of Bellamy Ward's greenhouse spires, celebrating the Rangers' routing of Dorsey forces in the Garden of the Gods. Over here, a slot machine. For some reason, it has an engraving along its arm. I'm not allowed to know what that is, though. Obviously, why would they tell me that?
Robot mascots of pre-war PSAs, Peek and Poke were meant to show the right and wrong ways of preparing for the end of the world. Each vignette humorously contrasted Noble Peek's forethought and generosity and Poke's short-sightedness and greed. Since the deluge, the billboards have been often modified by survivalists who change the art and the message to suit the times, resulting in a darker humor than the original creators ever intended.
So while that was happening, I saw that it does eventually show you the engraving. You just have to wait for it. Apparently it assumes it's going to take you somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 seconds to read this single line of dialogue. For my friends the Rangers, may Lady Luck keep smiling at you. Okay, I don't know that we necessarily need a slot machine in our museum. It's not really a museum quality machine. This is a throne with skulls under it. A card propped on this fancy chair reads, "The Throne of Flab the Inhaler." Why would it recovered from the bazaar after Team November deposed the monster army? That did not happen. It's just simply not a real thing. I assume that this is only supposed to be here if you actually did do that thing. And there's a bug in this game? I know. Hard to believe. Now this, I know what this is. There's a plaque next to this garish statue. This is a wild way to manage this text. A statue of the Payaso Rojo recovered from the bazaar. Like, why not just have its 2 lines of text and there's room enough in the box without you even expanding it for both of them to display simultaneously? Really, really weird that they have such a long delay between those things. Okay, some garbage and also some garbage.
What if we had animatronic displays, like at the Patriarch's Museum in downtown?
Isn't that how you get, robots?
Robots are autonomous. Animatronics are just machines.
I don't know what those words mean, but I'd still shoot first and ask questions later.
Okay, maybe not.
It sounds like Private Schiffer maybe thinks that robots are like a disease that you contract. A plaque reads, "A hydroponic bay taken from the bunker where the Buchanan family rode out the deluge of fire." Really? They were cool with us just hauling that out of there? And... because, like, support staff would have had to go in there and... okay. It's fine. It's wild, though, that that is a thing we could... The whole of the bunker doesn't make any goddamn sense. I guess it's this is not, like, any worse than the rest of it.
By all means. Go ahead.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Jesus, everybody's so polite, it feels like I'm at a funeral.
Is the only bathroom in here? I mean, I guess it must be, otherwise that exchange doesn't make any sense. But also, like, as we were just discussing, a lot of the times in this game, the exchanges just don't make any sense. Alright, well... I guess we're good here. I mean, now we can... Do we want to go looking for the girl right now?
Patriarch's enemies in a black site under Broadmoor? Kinda worrying that he has a black site, huh?
Well, apparently it's public knowledge, which kind of makes it not a black site. At least as far as I understand it. Or we could just go out and drive around. I guess let's resolve the situation with the kid. Oh, sorry, but let's buy ammo first. Let's buy ammo, then go resolve the situation with this girl. Also, bag of donuts, I'm not interested in any conversation today, just bullets, please.
Those refugees weren't here, that fight never would have happened.
I mean, I guess that's technically true, but that's like a profoundly stupid way to look at the situation. Just give me bullets. Alright, we need a whole lot of 7.62. We go through 7.62 really fast. Sell junk. That was all the junk, huh? We definitely had some stuff that was worth some... We definitely picked up at least one piece of junk that was worth $75. So... Oh yeah, we do have this rubber ducky. That's right. We could, I suppose, use that to scare the caravan guy if we wanted to. We are not selling... Apparently sell junk does not cause you to sell the gold. which is interesting. I wonder if it has another use then? Because if it existed solely to be sold, you would sell it when you hit sell junk, right? Maybe we need to hold on to this for a minute until we are more certain. We could probably sell off some of our weapon mods. We have a lot of like very like +1 magazine size, a lot of very, very small value mods. Looks like food and stuff doesn't really sell for anything. Grenades sell for a little bit, I guess. Yeah, it's just almost everything in the Wasteland is almost worthless. Alright, well, I guess give me all the bullets we can afford. I don't know why all the bullets we can afford isn't a choice, but I'll take 30. Listen, we'll go get more money. I have no doubt. No doubt we can put that together. Alright, let's go back into town. So Hallie is somewhere in Colorado Springs, and all we've been given is a very, very simple description. Yeah, that seems unlikely. That's like a real dumb line of... Why would that line of dialogue be able to play if you kill Wolf? Well, I mean, we know the actual answer to that question. Alright, you know what? I think this is where we're going to call it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When we come back next time, we'll be on the other side of this loading screen. And we will, I guess, go hunt down this girl and then kill us some slavers. And we'll see you then.